Welcome to W.I.S.E with Brittany Wilkins. On my channel, my goal is to share insights, inspirations, and strategies. We often hear the phrase, step out of your comfort zone. But what does that really entail? As an introvert who embraces adventure, I found myself pondering this question. Because how do we really recognize when we are venturing beyond the familiar into a new territory? And despite kind of considering myself to be adventurous, there was a moment when I realized that I am the one being motivated rather than being the motivator. A year ago this month, I achieved something I never thought was possible. I was encouraged by my colleague to take on the challenge of running my first half marathon in San Diego, California. And perhaps it was an impulsive decision because the anxiety I felt brought back memories of my past struggles with track and field during my childhood. Back then, I was never the fastest, had little endurance, and lacked the stamina to really compete at a high level. And I consistently finished eighth in every race, and I faced ridicule and jokes from others, which led me to quit and to really just save myself from the embarrassment. And I vowed to never run again. So when my colleague suggested the half marathon, I really couldn't see a reason to put myself through it. I was lacking motivation. However, as my colleague socialized with our team, I found myself in an interesting situation. As someone who always motivates others to step outside their comfort zone, the tables had turned on me. Now I had to practice what I always preach, step outside your comfort zone. During the marathon preparation, several viable life principles were kind of reinforced for me, and I gained some new insights or perspective. And the first one was mindset matters. I lost those track and field races because I approached them with a defeated mindset. By believing I would lose, I sealed my own fate. So I think it's important not to only train, but we have to adopt a positive and determined mindset as it is crucial for success. Secondly, gotta always embrace the grind. Success requires effort and dedication, and we have to put in the time and the work to improve ourselves in achieving our goals. The grind, it demands discipline, it demands sacrifice, but the rewards are worth it. And I think we have to just be honest with ourselves, set those realistic expectations. I wasn't aiming for first place for the marathon. I just focused on finishing the race. I accepted the fact that I am not a world-class marathon runner trying to qualify for the Olympics, nor am I getting paid to run with the expectation to live up to sponsors' expectations of me. So I approach it as this is just an extended workout that I will aim to complete in 4 hours. Setting realistic expectations allowed me to stay motivated and complete the challenge. Then I just had to tell myself, enjoy the journey. It's not always about reaching that end goal. It's about cherishing the process and learning from the experience and finding joy in the present moment and embracing the journey for what it is, because it's just as important as really the destination. And all while I was training, I was reading and I was watching videos, and I heard stories of many runners of why they were running and who they were really running for. And after thinking about my why to run, I couldn't come up with anything other than that I'm just going to do it. And I realized that sometimes you don't need a specific reason to do something. You just have to do it. Like this was my case. Like Forrest Gump, I was just going to run and try to do my best to complete this marathon. And throughout the race, some things I discovered became kind of a deeper meaning for me. That life itself is like a marathon. It requires that endurance, that pacing, and that determination to overcome obstacles. We must build resilience and really persevere through what life throws at us, the challenges, with a long-term perspective to keep going. And in the end, I completed the half marathon running 13.1 miles in under 4 hours. It was an incredible achievement for me. However, 8 miles into the race, it got extremely hard for me. My back started hurting, causing me to slow down a bit. But by no means was I going to quit the race. I flew all the way across the country, and I was not flying back without my medal. So I endured the pain and I pushed through it. By the grace of God, I was able to get to that finish line. And running a marathon was definitely out of my comfort zone. But you don't have to run a marathon to step outside of your comfort zone. But whatever you are striving for in life, I want to just encourage you, find your pace and run your own race. Embrace the journey, stay determined, and remember that life is a marathon, and you have the strength to endure and to succeed. So if you enjoyed today's video, would you do me a favor? Like, subscribe, and comment below, letting me know how are you stepping beyond your comfort zone. Thanks for watching.